Hey guys, it's Sharon from Digital Nomad Quest, and today we're going to go over how I've made about $30,000 in profit on merch by Amazon. Now, if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. I'm all about teaching you how to build passive income, become financially free, and design your best life. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified of my latest videos. Now, this was a highly requested topic because I released a TikTok video and a Reels video on Instagram, and it just blew up. I got millions of hits, so many DMs, so many people asking me how to do this, and they had all these different questions. So I kind of wanted to go over a bit of this in this episode. So we're going to go over what merch by Amazon is and just kind of do a tutorial on how it all works, how to find ideas for designs, as well as how to research different trademarks and things like that so that you can do it the right way and start making money yourself. Here's a screenshot of my earnings. I made about $30,000 in profit. This is all profit, by the way. These are the merch by Amazon royalties that are paid out to me. That 12,000 number is essentially how many shirts I've sold. As you can see, the royalties aren't that much in a sense of it's probably about $2 to $3 per shirt if you're dividing 29,000 by 12,000 shirts, right? The reason is that I'm pricing my apparel a lot lower than probably most people. I price it low so that I can try to get more sales. And as you can see, also it's not 30,000 yet, but by the time I release this video, it probably will be at that mark. Now, the great thing about merch by Amazon is it's so passive. It's basically passive income. I basically worked on this around late 2017 is when I got in, as well as 2018, and then I kind of stopped really working on it, but it still cash flows me to this day. I'm gonna screen share some of my earnings right now. So basically when I first started was, as you can see, July 2017. And then I started making a lot more money on merch by Amazon pretty quickly. And then 2018, you can see making good amount of money, especially in the later months like December, January. You start making a lot more because of the holidays. So November, December, January is pretty good. So basically 2017, 2018, I was working on it hard and then I kind of stopped. But last month I made about $700 in profit. It's still cash flowing me to this day. Obviously some months are better than others. It's getting more and more saturated for sure, but that does not mean that, you can't still make money. I made money, for example, like I mentioned, I made $700 last month, so it's still doable to this day. Now, first, let me go over what merch by Amazon is if you guys didn't know. Merch by Amazon is a print-on-demand service, essentially, where you're working with Amazon to customize products like shirts or tote bags. You just upload your digital files of designs, and they put it on, custom apparel, and whenever people purchase your listings, they're going to actually print and fulfill your orders for you. So you don't actually need to hold any inventory. You don't need to buy a bunch of shirts that when people buy it, you can, ship it out to them. You don't have to do any of that work. They will actually handle everything. You just have the digital files up there and they will do all the work. So it's really amazing. And you can essentially start with $0. So for example, you can even make shirts through Canva, and they have a bunch of templates. I'm going to screen record right now. So as you can see here, you can actually just go into one of these templates, but you cannot just use this as a shirt. Okay. Let me emphasize that you have to make your own designs, but they have, some templates that you can use. So for example, let's click into this one. Okay, let's change the different template, and you still need to make this your own. So let's say like, I love my dad or something like that. And you can maybe move this heart over. So you can basically edit on Canva. It's actually really nice that you can do this, and you can put this up as a shirt. You just need to download it, PNG format. I export it 4500 by 5400 is what they usually recommend, and 300 DPI PNG. I usually edit all my designs on Photoshop. It's pretty easy to use. And if you have templates like this, you can just switch outwards really easily and make a bunch of new designs. So that's the beauty of it, okay? Let's go back into merch by Amazon. So before we begin going over merch by Amazon, let's talk about how to get into the program initially. In order to get into merch by Amazon, you're gonna go to merch.amazon.com, and then you're gonna click sign up. And then once you click that, you're gonna need to sign into your Amazon account. And if you don't have one, you're gonna need to create your own Amazon account, no worries. So since I already have my merch by Amazon account, I can't really show you guys the screen share process because if I signed in, it would just go into my account, right? So basically, I'm gonna show you guys this article from helium10.com and it basically shows you what it looks like. So like I mentioned, you're gonna click the sign up button. I guess now it says sign up instead of request invitation. And then when you sign up, you're gonna need your business contact information, your bank account and routing numbers, your social security or other tax identification number. And you're gonna go into here and fill out all of those things. So basically, if you don't have an LLC, you can use your first and last name for the business name, no worries. So go ahead and do that. And then you're gonna input your tax info, you know, your social security number and all of those things. And after that, you're going to need to actually fill in the application process of like your additional information, which I think is the most important part. Like all of these parts are important, right? But the part that stands out to Amazon is what you say here. So I feel like those first few parts, it's kind of like showing you're serious. You have to put in all these different things. And after you've completed that, you're going to need to add additional information. So I would say you need to, you know, show your design background, like your design portfolio if you have one. If you have a website, you should definitely share it. If you have any social accounts, you can talk about how you can bring your followers over to Merch by Amazon. I think the way you should frame it is that you provide value to the platform. You're gonna put your awesome designs over there. You're gonna bring your followers over there and your traffic over there, because Amazon will think of it as beneficial to them if you are able to bring all that over to them, okay? Don't sound like you're begging them to, like, you know, please let me into Merch by Amazon. Don't say stuff like that. You need to be like, you know, I have value that I'm going to provide. If you have designs that you've already put up on like Teespring or Redbubble, you should probably do that and then show them that you have designs already. And another thing you could probably talk about is that you're not going to infringe on copyrights or trademarks or anything like that, because Amazon has to spend so much time sifting through and making sure that there are no infringing designs. You want to make sure that all your designs are original, you're not copying other people. You're going to be really good about making your own stuff. So like the more you say about that, the more you talk about the value you're going to bring, the better chance you're going to get into Merch by Amazon. After that, you should just wait and see if you get accepted. Sometimes it will take weeks, sometimes it will take months, because it really depends on how Amazon is rolling out their invites. So hopefully you get in, okay? And that's kind of my tips on how to get in. And let's go into the actual dashboard. Now, once you get into Merch by Amazon, you're gonna notice there's a tier system. So let me go over the tier system real quick. Now, as you can see here, there are tier levels. So in order to move up from the 10 tier, a content creator will need to sell at least 10 products from those they have created to move up to the 25 tier. Okay, so it's not just by sales, but also the quality of the products. So you need to make sure they are high quality products as well. Don't make like bad designs with bad resolution. You gotta make some high quality products. So when you are leveling up, you start at 10. So you need to sell at least 10 shirts to move on to 25, then 100, then 500. I am currently at 10,000, which is a lot. It means that I can put up that many designs. And now they've actually done a thing. Let me show you guys. So as you can see, recently they introduced an automatic product upload feature to maximize your reach on merch. So that's really cool. They are going to leverage your existing designs and translate product info to create new listings across other merch products and marketplaces. So before, I had, you know, thousands of published designs like that. They basically said I have maybe 5,000 left, but now I have over 9,000 designs I can publish on top of the 583 I currently have. Basically, I have like over 5,000 published, but it's because I have multiple types of products. Now they've created a way where they can automatically put that design onto other types of products, so you don't need to manually keep uploading it on other types. So for example, if you want to sell it on shirts, but also hoodies and also sweatshirts, that counts as one design, one published design. But you have all these different products you can upload it to. So that's really cool. So I still have so many more I could fill up if I wanted to. Now let's go into the creation process. So you're going to tap create and you're going to basically upload artwork onto the platform. All right, I'm just going to do an example design here. So I have Photoshop open and I usually design 4,500 by 5,400. So I'm just going to do the same thing that I mentioned earlier, that I love my dad or I love my mom. So that it might be a design, right? And you can put it up. You can do something like this. You can make this bigger. Right, one sec. So something like this looks pretty decent. Let's make this a little bit wider. Okay, cool, cool. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's make this a bit bigger. All right, now we basically have a design. Literally can make shirts from just putting up text. Let's remove the background. Let's export this. And we're gonna save this as PNG. I love my dad. All right, that is a design now. Now we're gonna put this on the artwork, but one thing we should do is we should go to uspto.gov. Now this is a way to make sure that you are not infringing on any trademarks. I've literally had a shirt that said like lifeguard on it and I thought it was fine, but that word was trademarked and it was in violation. Okay, so you need to always make sure you're doing this research, because if you have too many violations, they can literally kick you off. That's what freaked me out a lot. Okay, so you got to make sure you are not infringing on trademarks. All right, so let's check, you know, if this is okay in uspto.gov. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing trademarked of I love my dad. Okay, and these are dead trademarks, like these aren't valid, and it doesn't say I love my dad, so we are good with I love my dad. So let's put that one up. Okay, let's put this design up. I'm just gonna do this process with you guys, okay? Because I could just put this shirt up. Let's just put up one. One thing I usually do is that I will deselect them all and I'll just put up one shirt, because I wanna make sure that it doesn't violate trademarks, because if it violates trademarks, then I put it up on all of these different apparel, all of them get rejected. Now I have like 20 violations on my account or something like that. I get really wary of that, but I'm kind of probably more paranoid about it. So that's why I do that first. I just put up one and make sure that one's accepted. Then I'll put it on all the other garments. But we already checked it for USPTO, like trademarks, right? But still, I wanna make sure it's all good. It's like one of those things, just, you know, just trying to be cautious. So we can put on multiple colors like this, you know, let's see, red. Like it's a lot harder to see some of these, so let's just do these colors maybe. I'll put blue in case people like that. We'll just do this, okay? It's very easy. So I like to price them maybe like $14.90. Okay, that's pretty low, right? You only get $1.38 per shirt, but if it starts selling, then it's all good. Then you make it up through volume. If you want, you can like do this until it ranks, and then you can increase the price later. But this is all up to you. You know, if you want to price higher, that's fine. I just think that it might work in your favor to price lower in order to beat out competition. Now, you're gonna have to add a design title, a brand, feature bullets, and things like that. This might work for you to write a gift for dad. It might be like something that works for SEO and stuff like that. So if someone searched for that, they might land on this. It's pretty unlikely, but you know, I like to put that there. So you might want to add bullets. Like I would just kind of think of different keywords. So sometimes I just write, this is a great gift for dad, for Father's Day, for your dad's birthday. Get this gift to show your appreciation for your dad. And the reason why I like added all these keywords like uncles, like I just put in multiple words to try to get it ranking. You could just write details like this if you want to do it more elaborate. I'm just putting something out here right now, but like if you want to do it more elaborate, you might think of different keywords you could try to rank for and try to do SEO keyword research on the platform and see if it's working. I think you should definitely do that, but right now I'm just showing you how it works to upload. So like I'm just gonna put this here so I can show you guys. Let's just put this up. You should make sure it's searchable so that it's in the search results and you can get it ranking and you can make money on it. If you want to though, you can make it non-searchable. If you want something that's just for you or your friend and you wanna just put it up there, go ahead. But basically, I'm just gonna publish this, okay? This is how real time this is gonna be. So we're gonna publish this. Now this is gonna say published and they're gonna review it and see if it's gonna be approved. Hopefully it's gonna be approved. I mean, we did the research, so it should be fine. So now you can see the status says under review and we will see what happens with it. Now, afterwards, when the status is good, it'll say live, and that will be when it's actually on the Amazon store. Now let's talk about ways to get ideas for shirts, okay? You might wanna look up like gifts for dad shirts. And this is a way to think of different ideas you can do for Merch by Amazon. Okay, so like here are a lot of different ideas. You should screenshot your favorite ones, but you should not copy it. These are just to think of ideas. And you can also do something where you go on Amazon and you can see the bestseller rankings. So let's do one right now. Let's look up an I Love My Dad shirt, okay? Let's look at this one. If you click into here, it's got 20 ratings. Basically, if you scroll down here, you see their bestseller ranking. You can see how much it's selling. It's basically 417,000 in clothing, 34,000 in men's novelty shirts. Basically, anything under 100,000 is probably selling really well. So what I like to do is see how much competition there is. So there's over 2,000 results. So there's going to be a lot of competition for this. Obviously, it's very general, so it's probably going to have a lot of competition. You can also get this Chrome extension. So this Chrome extension is called DS Amazon Quick View. You can basically see at a glance what their bestseller rankings are. So this one is 174,459. That's a really good ranking. So that will allow you to see, oh, okay, these shirts are selling, these aren't. But you should just get ideas from this and think of what kind of shirts you can create yourself. You want to be original. You want to think of different ideas by doing research on Etsy or on Pinterest. So for example, you can look up funny dad shirts and then just look up all these different shirt ideas. You can look on Redbubble, on TeePublic, on Teespring, like all these different places will give you a bunch of ideas, okay? So I use a lot of these different sites to give me ideas. I also use that Amazon kind of research tool to see what's selling or what isn't, but you do not want to copy, okay? You do not want to copy, and you want to look up on USPTO if you're infringing or not. That's really important. You want to do keyword research. That's kind of the keyword research you can do, right? You can see the amount of competition, you can see their bestseller rankings, and you should just start making your own versions. You want to be original with it and put up shirts on Merch by Amazon. So when you are ranking up for tiers, you need to try to get to tier 25 quickly, okay? So what you could do is you could actually buy your own shirts if you want to, but I would probably set it at the lowest price you can and then buy it that way so you don't spend a ton of money. But it's a good idea because the more shirts you have, the more ability to get sales. It sounds obvious, but like I think a lot of people just spend so much time trying to perfect this one, but there are no guarantees what's going to sell or what's not. You can do that keyword research to help your chances, which I totally do. And I check the bestseller rankings, I check the amount of saturation, but like ultimately the more shirts you have, the more chances you can make a lot of money. So that means you have to tier up as quickly as possible so that you can have more chances of putting out more shirts. That's like one of the biggest tips, like that, as well as the USPTO thing, because you do not want to get banned. You want to get as many sales as you can, and you do not want to get violations as much as you can. Another thing that's helped me when I started tiering up was that I would make a template and then I would replace words. For example, if it was like a profession shirt, I could probably switch out the name of the profession and make that a whole nother shirt, or an anniversary shirt or a birthday shirt. You can change the age of it or the year of it, and that can be a whole nother shirt, and that has more chances of ranking, and it makes it a lot faster for you to churn out new designs. So that was like one of the biggest things for me in order for me to level up. It just allowed me to do a lot faster as well. So I hope this helped when it comes to creating shirts and putting it on Merch by Amazon, getting into Merch by Amazon, and finding ideas, as well as how to kind of avoid those trademark violations. It's really important to understand all these different concepts when you are selling on Merch by Amazon. These are the things that help me cash flow with this business, and it still cash flows me to this day, even though I don't really touch it anymore. I'm going to try to get back into it, looking at how many slots I have that I should probably fill up. But I hope all of these learnings helped you guys. I know this was a highly requested topic, so I really wanted to make this for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know in the comments if this has helped, if you have any other questions, and if you guys liked videos like this, like where I talk about side hustles, where I talk about investing, where I talk about personal finance. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified of my latest videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.